guys, so we have been talking about sprouts in one of our health segments, and they have such remarkable benefits for our health. So you can go to hellohealthyhabits.com, learn a little bit more about the wonderful things they're doing for our bodies, how easy they are to digest and get that nutrition into our cells. But today we're going to make them. So here's the scoop. I have started some. I'm not an expert at this. I have done it before, but it's been a while. I am trying to get back in the habit of keeping these going all the time. So I'm going to show you how to make them, but I already have some that I've had sprouting for the last few days, so we'll talk about these in just a minute. These are alfalfa sprouts. It's the one sprout that Dr. Greger says to be very careful with. This is an organic seed. I feel really good about it. But if you're going to buy seeds and you don't already have a gallon can of alfalfa seeds that you want to use, then go for broccoli sprouts, I would suggest, because he talks about those and the remarkable benefits. These are really healthy too, and so this is what I'm using. But the process is really similar. I have a little chart here that will come probably if you order seeds, it's going to tell you how to sprout them. And this one tells me exactly for whatever seed that I'm sprouting, exactly how long it needs. So here's the process. We're going to soak it for a few hours, and it'll tell you how long to soak it. This one in particular needs to be soaked for 6 to 8 hours in just water, just sitting on the counter. After that, you drain it and rinse it with a strainer lid. So probably under $5 for sure, probably less than that, but this has a lot of little holes in it in case you can't see it. So what you do is just every day, at least twice a day, and usually about 12 hours apart if you can, you would put water over your seeds, rinse it, and then you would put it up on a towel. So I will demonstrate with this one since it's already been drained for the day. And you would set it just up on your counter at an angle where it can continue to drain. That's going to do a little bit better when it's not a jar and it's a container, but when you have like a corner on your counter or somewhere you can set it, just let it stay at an angle. So you would kind of pour as much water off as you can, and then you just let it sit. The rinsing, just put in it, preferably not the faucet water if you have chlorinated water, but if you can, use the filtered water. If your faucet water is the only choice, I would say don't not sprout just because of that. I think they would be fine. They're just going to be a little bit better if you can use a filtered water. But anyway, you would just rinse, shake, drain, and then let it sit there until you do that again in the evening. Then in the morning, when you get back up, you see them on the sink, you just do the very same thing. And these will take, it says 4 to 6 days. So this has been 3 days. We could very easily eat these. They may have a little more of a crunch than they'll have if we waited one more day. Obviously you can see, or I think you can see that filled the jar. So they don't have a whole lot more room to grow. So I'm not sure if we'll go ahead and eat these today or give them one more day. Nick, after they have finished growing, you want to put them in the fridge, because you don't want them to spoil. So they do need to go in the fridge after that growing season, and you'll know when it's time. You can just taste them, but in this particular case, it's going to be 4 at the most, because obviously, they're looking done. And I have had sprouts where I just think, oh, let them grow, and you can kind of tell they're starting to wilt and just not be quite as fresh. So there is, you do kind of want to follow the directions that come with your sprouting seeds. So let me just take what I have here is our sprout seeds, and it takes 1 tablespoon and 1/2 tablespoon. So this is 1.5 tablespoons, and these seeds are now ready to soak for the next 6 to 8 hours. So I will just let them sit in the jar until probably, they may get a little more than 8 hours, because at this point, it's a little bit later in the day. I will probably let them go ahead and sit until morning. I don't think that's gonna harm them. In general, you wanna kind of stick to what it says, but I will strain them right away, and then I will start rinsing them. That will be the rinse. Then, tomorrow evening, I will rinse again the next morning, and so on for the following 3 to 4 days. So whoa! Okay, well, surprise. I think I've told you all I'm quite a novice at this. And so anyway, but so I just happened to have some sprouting things, just maybe an overachiever at times, and I had ordered some things, and I happened to have a whole gallon of these sprouts. So I thought I better get started on them. What you're going to want to do, I would suggest, is just order a small packet. They're not going to be really expensive. As I mentioned, if you don't have something else in mind, I would probably start with broccoli sprouts. And these are not broccoli sprouts, but there's some other seeds that I had purchased to sprout, and they're not yet sprouted. But so I'm showing you that just to say you don't have to buy in gallon cans. So that's that. So I am going to taste these and just see if they're kind of tasting good. Can you see? Well, excuse me, because they don't eat neat. Wow. Those are very delicious. And I'll just tell you, I've had sprout salads before where you just drizzle just a little bit of olive oil, maybe a little bit of lemon, and if you use salt and any other seasonings you want, and they're delicious. So this could be a salad all by itself. Think about what Dr. Greger says is just lining up a salad on your counter to where every day you have sprouts that you and your family eat. I think it's a great idea. These are super healthy and really pretty easy. So I hope that made it look easy. It really is, whether I made it look easy or not. And that's that. I hope you'll give it a try. God bless you big. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.